here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the run, it's Jackson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. There's the pressure. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Glover. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides to back on the option to give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but
and that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got a man, it's Webb. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. This time he's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job. All of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, ended up for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Washington. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Works the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Trying to set the tone with the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
To the air, it's Russell. Time to take a shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Time to change now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back.
And when you're on defense, and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the ref.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's the handoff. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Webb. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle field of a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Game is tied, just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Creates a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Going to the run. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Washington. He's going to take off. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is,
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Play till the final whistle.